What's going on, everybody? It's Joe Giunta with Team Take Profits. I'm here to help you trade and get paid. Welcome to Make Moves Monday, motivation, mindset, trading psychology. Today's video is going to be dynamic. It's going to help you. But before we get to that, I want you to go ahead and do something for me. Like, comment, subscribe. We drop value at this channel, okay? So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget, you can find out more about our classes at tradinggetpaid.com. So today's video, we're gonna do something really powerful because you hear a lot of people talking about having the trader's mindset. You hear people talking about what it looks like to make sure your mindset, don't trade emotionally, FOMO, and all these different things that people talk about in the trading world. I'm gonna take it a step further and I'm gonna help you with 6 steps on how to get your mindset right. I'm not just telling you to have a good mindset, I'm telling you how to have a good mindset. So if that interests you, stick around and I'll see you on the video. All right, guys, so today we're going to talk about mindset. This is Make Moves Monday, so we always talk about mindset, motivation, and trading psychology. And so today I really want to focus on mindset, not only just having the proper mindset, but how do you change your mindset? It's easy for somebody to say, have a better mindset, have the right mindset, have, all this kind of stuff, but it's another thing to actually have it. So let's just jump into it, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that can help you go from a poor mindset, the improper mindset that doesn't allow you to have success, to having the proper mindset that does allow you to have success. So let's talk about that. Number 1 is you have to embrace challenging situations. A lot of us, we run. We have that fight or flight. We run when it comes time to, something that's tough. And so I want to encourage you, man, listen, stay and fight. Ask yourself what you're fighting for. Go back and watch my video, what is your why? And I want you to think about that when it's time to run, when it's time to run away. I want you to think about your why. Why are you doing this in the first place? Is it your family, your, whatever it is that why do you trade? Why do you put all the effort into learning this in the first place? And if you go back and remember your why, you won't run, you'll fight. For me, my family, my ministry, that stuff is worth the fight. So when challenging situations arrive, when losses come, when hard times come, when difficulties in the market come, I don't stress out and start pressing buttons, because I dig deeper into what I'm supposed to be doing, because I start remembering this is for my family, this is for my for my ministry, this is important to me. So I don't run, I fight. Okay, so that's the first thing. Embrace challenging situations, because challenging situations are going to help you in the long run. They're gonna mold you. They're gonna show you things about yourself. That's what you really got to learn from is, what does a challenging situation reveal in you that maybe is a flaw in your character or is a strength in your character. And if it's a flaw, then you got to work on that. And if it's a strength, then you got to embrace it. And so challenging situations really actually are a blessing. They help. The second thing too is, look, be open to finding a mentor. No man is an island. You don't have all the answers. You don't know everything. All right. Even I've been trading for a while now, and I'm a very successful trader. I know what I'm doing. I can look at the charts and I can tell you things about the charts. I've had success on the charts. In fact, I've only lost 1 trade in 2020 so far. We're doing really well, but that doesn't mean that I can't still learn. That doesn't mean that I don't have opportunities to learn, and so if I can learn, and if the greatest traders in the world can learn, I'm telling you that you can learn. Embrace having a mentor. You need somebody in your life that is going to help you with your trading, that is going to teach you, and let me say this about having a mentor. They need to actually have the access to tell you things that are uncomfortable. Having a mentor is not somebody who just gives you a strategy and says, have fun. It's not somebody who just gives you all the positives and says, they have a great personality and they're fun to follow. A true mentor has the ability in your life to point out the flaws, to point out the things that are holding you back. So I would encourage you to have a mentor in your life that you trust, that somebody that has had success, somebody that's walked this road already, and that they can direct you down this road, but don't just have a mentor that you only want to hear the yes from. You only want to hear the fun stuff. You only want to hear the good stuff. But you got to embrace somebody that's going to be able to tell you the hard things too. Somebody that's going to say your strategy is flawed. Somebody that's going to be able to tell you that the reason you're losing is because you don't have discipline. Somebody that's going to be able to tell you, and not only be able to, but willing to tell you the hard things that you need to hear that may not be comfortable to hear. I'm telling you that's what you need in a mentor. Somebody who's going to encourage you, going to give you strategy, going to teach you things, but also going to help you by loving you enough to tell you the truth. That, you know, sometimes what you're doing is wrong and it needs to be changed. Get a mentor who will tell you the truth, guys. Number 3, think of failing as a learning opportunity. You know, every time you lose a trade, you ought to be able to go back and see, why did I lose that trade? And if you can look back and see a loss, if you look in your trade history and there's a red trade that ended up negative, and you can't tell yourself why that went negative, there's an issue. You ought to be able to look at every single trade that you win or lose and know why it won or it lost. And so I'm encouraging you now to take those losses, take those difficulties, take those failures, and turn them into positives by learning what happened. If I lost a trade, why did I lose? Oh, you know, I made a mistake. I wasn't thorough enough in my analysis. I was only looking at this, and I forgot that, you know what, we were about to hit a level of resistance that I didn't see. My bad. I didn't look at my analysis good enough, and I didn't do a thorough enough job. Well, if you can identify that, well, man, that's a positive, because at least now you know next time, make sure you zoom out, make sure you look at the bigger picture, make sure you understand that we're at a level of resistance or support or whatever it is. If you take a loss and you say the reason I lost was because I didn't enter early enough, or I entered too early, well, now you know that you have to work on your entries, you know, or I took a loss because I tried to hold on too long and squeeze every pip out of the market. And it ended up, I was in profit, but then I lost, you know. Those are all good things to know, because when you know why you lost, you can go back and you can address that. But if you take losses and you don't even know why you lost, I don't know what happened, you got a bigger problem, you know. And that's where you got to go back to step 2 and have a mentor that can teach you why you lost. So it's important to learn from your losses and understand why you lost in the first place. Number 4, keep a trading journal. Document your trades, document your best moments. All right, not only just the wins and the losses, but the details of the wins and the losses. What about that trade that you took that you just knew? And I'm talking to somebody who's probably intermediate right now, but those people that you took that trade, and when you were marking it up, it was like a light bulb went on. You were looking at the charts, and man, oh man, you just saw, wow, when it hits this, I see it break the wedge, and I think it's gonna take off out of the wedge. And you did your diligence, you went through, you marked up the chart, you looked at everything, and the trade did exactly what you thought it was gonna do. I remember the first few times that happened for me, I was like, wow, I'm getting it. Man, the trade is doing what I thought it was gonna do. It really is it's encouraging to know that my markups worked. My analysis was right. It's an encouraging thing. I can look back to some trades that maybe I didn't even make a ton of money. It was just a little bit of money, but the analysis was right, and I was proud of my analysis. I was excited because what I did was correct. Document those moments, because those things are going to be what you look back on. Even those little $2 and $3 wins, $10, $20, $100 wins, you're going to look back at those when those wins are $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $10,000. You're going to be looking back at those $100 wins saying, I remember when I first learned how to identify a wedge pattern break. I remember when I first learned how to identify a trend line when it broke. And I remember when I first learned how to accurately analyze the charts, and document those things, because they really are awesome things to look back on, and those are some of your proudest moments as a trader. Another thing is this: surround yourself with people who are talented traders, right? You can't surround yourself with a bunch of people who don't know how to trade, and they're constantly reckless with their trading, and then expect you to be successful. You know, you got to surround yourself with people that are better than you. Surround yourself with people that know how to do more than you know how to do, because that's how you're going to learn. You know, I don't surround myself with people, and this is not just trading, but it's anything. I don't surround myself with people that are constantly, and I don't want to say losers, but you know, they lose because they have the poor mindset. They don't have their emotions in check. They don't have their disciplines in check. I don't surround myself with that because I don't want that stuff to rub off on me, my children, or anything else. And especially, we're talking about trading, but it doesn't. That goes for anything in life. Surround yourself with people who are disciplined, people that have worked the plan, people that if they don't have it together, they're getting it together, people that are diligent, people that are after the same thing you're after, because there's something powerful about being in line with people that have a common vision. So get around people that are trying to do the same thing you're trying to do and do it together. The journey is more powerful when we take it together. Number 6, and this one is very important because people don't understand how to apply this one, but sometimes you just got to disconnect. All right. I tell my team a lot, especially during times of inconsistency in the market. When Saturday comes, people are back testing, and that's okay. Do that. People are looking back at the charts, and people are going over their trades for the week, and I'm for that. Do that. Back test. Go back and look at what's going on. Go back and analyze your trades. Go back and look at the different charts. Explore new strategies. You know, expand your horizon. I'm for all of that. But there are certain times that the best thing you can do is completely disconnect. Take the weekend and don't look at a chart. Don't watch a video. Don't back test. Don't analyze your trades. Just go and completely forget about trading. Completely forget about it. Just take a weekend off and let your mind rest. Connect with your family, connect with your friends. Do something of leisure. Go play golf. Go do whatever it is that you want to do. But do something different than just trading, because sometimes the best thing you can do is take that step back and come back with a fresh set of eyes. You come back with that fresh look on things, and suddenly it's like, wow, you see things before. You get out of the mundane, you kind of get out of the routine, and you come back with fresh eyes, it's like an audio engineer. They produce music producers. They'll sit down and they'll listen to it, and after a while, they're listening to that music and they're listening to that same thing over and over and over, and it almost becomes like drilled into their head. And what they do, because it's like, man, I can't figure out what's missing. What is it that's missing? They'll take a step back, go and have lunch, go and have dinner, come back, get a fresh set, go take a nap, come back tomorrow, whatever it is. And when they come back with a fresh set of ears, they go, oh, you know what? That's what I needed to tweak. That's what, and just kind of gives you that fresh set of eyes or ears that helps you to analyze more properly. Even like a painter, an artist, they'll come back and they're drawing or they're painting and they're doing what they do, and they get to a place where they go, I just don't know what the next step needs to be, and they kind of get to a place where they're quote unquote stuck. A writer does the same thing. They call it writer's block. They get to a place where they're flowing, they're writing, and everything's awesome, and then suddenly they come to a place where it's like, I don't really know what to do next. What's the next move here? What's the next thing to write? And sometimes the best thing that they ever do is just take a step back, close the book, go to bed, go relax, go on vacation, go do something different. And when you come back with a fresh set of eyes, a refreshed brain, suddenly everything makes sense. So I'm telling you, one of the most important things you can do is, while you do grind, while you do get after it, sometimes just take a step back, get a fresh set of eyes, and come back to the markets with a fresh, well-rested brain. And I'm telling you, it's one of the most powerful things you can do. Guys, this is how you can change your mindset. This is how we can get into a place where we don't have to stay with a defeated mindset constantly. We can win in these markets. We can have success. And sometimes when we get bogged down with learning, it can be overwhelming. I'm telling you guys, take a step back. And now I'm not talking about quit. I'm not talking about that. I mean, you have to stay diligent. You have to stay after it. But sometimes just take a day, take a weekend, go and enjoy some things, and come back. And I promise you, you're going to see things with a fresh set of eyes, and you're going to see a whole new world unveiled to you when you look at those charts again. It's a powerful thing. Guys, I hope this helps. These steps will really help you to get your mindset in order, really have the proper mindset. I know a lot of videos, they talked about mindset, and you got to have the trader's mindset and all that, 90% mindset, 10%, all that. I'm telling you how to do that today. If you'll follow those steps, I promise you, your mindset for trading will be powerful. You'll have it in check and you'll be able to trade without emotion. You'll be able to do all of these things that we need to do, the things that you hear talked about. You'll be able to actually do them and not just hear people talk about them. All right, guys, there you have it. I hope this video helped you. Getting our mindset right is more than just telling yourself to have a good mindset. I gave you some steps today that you can take to really get your mindset and your discipline and your emotions and all that stuff in order so that you can trade profitably in the market. I really hope this helped you today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Remember, you can get more information about our mentorship program at tradinggetpaid.com. All you gotta do is click join, and we would be more than happy to be a mentor. We have over 700 students and people are making money. So make sure you join us, okay? And check this out. If you're ready to learn and take your trading to the next level, I gave you the game in this last video. So check out this video right here, and I promise you that strategy will take you to the stratosphere when it comes to trading. So check that out. I'll see you on the next video.